Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20.
Coach, it's a pretty frigid December day in our nation's capital. We got our space heaters on full blast up in the booth at FedEx Field. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Redskins. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, the former Houston Cougar, Case Keenum.
Case Keenum won't overwhelm you with his athleticism, won't wow you with his arm, but somehow, when he's on the field and he's in charge, the ball gets moved by his offensive teammates.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down now, it's Thompson, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. A shotgun snap for Keenum. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they want this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Prescott now from the 50. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease and they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
He's got his target. It's Cobb. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 19. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, saying, hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott completes it to Hearns. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Prescott to throw it.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Marr able to put this one through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Keenum. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They will go for it. It's Keenum. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by George Iloka. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. First down run with Elliott going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, Elliott will fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3. And it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Keenum on first down. A deep ball for Dotson. It's caught inside the 25. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 49 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Thompson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, it's Thompson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. First down, Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. The give to Peterson out of the gun. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. This one from 48 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go!
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you have to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Throwing, Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. To throw is Prescott.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott looking for Cooper. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. A 3rd field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Keenum now to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. is down.
We call that a sack lunch.
So we've reached halftime. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A first down carry by Elliott. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Oh, fighting off the defender. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the counter, Elliott. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Now the Redskins have an extra man to the secondary here on 3rd. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss two.
Adrian Peterson, touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson, 51 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness. You got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A throw over the middle, taken in. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. This is taken around the 12. And fights through one man. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in.
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Josh Doxson, 72 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call.
Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Here's Elliott. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They go to Elliott. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know, the rhythm seems off.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Josh Doxson and company heading back on the field now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Keenum nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now at FedEx Field. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is going to be incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Well, Charles, I guess the only thing I can think there is they've got a 3-score lead, and they're saying, well, we're not going to lose this, so let's have some fun. I don't know why you go for it.
I think that's as good an explanation as any, and we all know that certain coaches are more aggressive than others. That call to me, the fantasy people loved it, right? Anybody's going to touch the ball, gain yards.
And that is caught. It's Witten for the Cowboy touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, First downs, they can't touch the ball.
They run again with Peterson. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Keenum going to throw. It's brought in by Jackson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
On 2nd and 10, Keenum. A deep ball for Dotson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ryan Kerrigan able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Prescott. Caught by Cobb. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
A first down throw for Prescott. Completes it to Jason Witten. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Prescott now. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Prescott now from the 50. He's got his target. It's Cobb. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Prescott throwing complete to Cobb, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Prescott, and this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Prescott yet again. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. To the air again, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now it's 3rd and goal. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. It's Cooper. Now Prescott. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like,
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On 1st down, Thompson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They run Peterson. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Again, Peterson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Keenum. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, going into the